I am greatly delighted to welcome all of you to this historic and indeed epoch-making gathering. Let me start by expressing our deep appreciation to everybody present here today that at such a short notice, you decided to forego some very important duties just to honor us with your presence. May Almighty Allah honor you as well. History is being made here today as a new dawn has arrived for the new Nigerian Peoples Party, NNPP. The party is today presenting its new logo to Nigerian voters, which henceforth will adorn ballot papers in every election in Nigeria, following the approval of the logo by the only body charged with the responsibility of registering and monitoring the activities of political parties and managing elections in Nigeria, that is the Independent National Electoral Commission. Let me make two quick clarifications here. What we are doing here today is not the unveiling of the new logo. The unveiling was done at the National Executive Committee meeting of the party on Friday, April 5th, 2024, and the National Convention of Saturday, April 6th, 2024. What we are doing here, I repeat, is to present the logo to Nigerian voters everywhere as the logo they will want to cast their ballot for NNPP in any election held in Nigeria. The second clarification, which is very important, is that due to the issue of logistics, INEC will still use the old logo for off-season September 21st, 2024 governorship election in Edo State and the rerun election coming up in Kano State shortly. However, beginning with the November 16, 2024 off-season governorship election in Ondo State, this new logo will be on the ballot papers. Voters in these states mentioned above, that is Edo, Kano, and Ondo states, should take note. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire membership of the NNPP, we hereby register our profound appreciation to the management and entire staff of INEC for their thorough and diligent process of working on our request to change not only our logo, but the constitution of this great party in order to bring our constitution in line with best standards in democratic practice and promote the widest participation of Nigerians. With the approval of the new constitution, which contains our new logo, our new flag, and the new slogan, NNPP has now been given to the Nigerian people to manage. It is no longer a party managed by just a few transactional politicians, not anymore. Today is not a day of long speeches, but I cannot end these brief remarks without providing an insight into why there was the need for us to effect clear changes in our logo. Our experience in the last general elections, when the old logo with its many colors posed a great challenge in the production of the ballot papers, gave us a clear indication that for the party, going forward, there was an urgent need to do something about the logo especially. In fact, in some cases, our voters were confused by the way the old logo came out in the ballot papers across the country. As a party focused on going forward, we did not blame anybody. We did not go to tribunals to challenge anyone on account of the way the logo came out in the ballot papers throughout the country. Instead, we went on a mission of dialogue and wide consultations within and outside the party, which took us to where we are today. Let me also use this medium to call on all states in independent electoral commissions, SIECs, across the country to take notice of this new development in the democratic journey of this country.
should take note. Once again, I want to thank you, especially members of the press who are here with us. I say thank you for coming. Thank you and God bless you. Now, as you can see, that's the flag. And the logo is right at the, I think they can see it from there. The press can see it. That's okay, I can touch it like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I present you this flag. So, conspicuous, and even a blind man should be able to see this flag now, because the red is so imposing to the extent that by the grace of God, we will have no difficulty during the next elections in this country. Chairman has made it clear that the next elections in Kano State, that's the gubernatorial, some elections in Kano and elsewhere will use the old logo. I think this should be taken into consideration, especially the states concerned. But other elections beginning from Ondo State gubernatorial election, we are going to use this one. Thank the National Working Committee, the NEC, even the convention that we had to produce this. And I believe it's an opportunity for me, through you, to once again thank INEC for considering our request. Of course, we fulfilled all the requirements, but for them to consider it by our standard in this country, we say thank you, INEC, for considering our submission to you positively. Whether what local government, state or national, wherever we have an opportunity, our priority has always been and will continue to be number one, education, number two, education, number three, education. I'm sure all of you can understand why. This has been our guiding principles over the years. And that was why when we had opportunities, we did all what we could to support education at all levels, primary, secondary, and tertiary. And we believe education even covers what we had. That's the fruits in the basket, because without education, it's difficult to see how you can produce any fruits or any food for that matter. So on behalf of all of us, I would like to thank all those who have worked over time to produce this amended constitution, the logo, the flag, which is somewhere there, especially the chairman of our party. That's why we collectively agreed to change this logo, the former logo, which I am sure you remember, it was a basket of fruits. During the last election, that's 2023 election, all of you are aware how our logo was presented on the ballot papers across the country. In my humble self, when I went to my work to vote, I found it extremely difficult to identify our logo. Maybe because of the color separation, maybe because of some other issues. But we took it in good faith, even though we know we lost so many votes because of that. And that was why even the INEC itself, when it was challenged by the way and manner our logo was presented, the chairman himself suggested that there was need for us to come up with something else, especially colors that are very conspicuous. With this red, white, and red, I'm sure all of us can easily identify our logo because the colors are very conspicuous. In addition to the red, which I explained earlier on, this white color stands for peace. All of us in the NNPP want peace. That was why, even under the highest level of provocation, especially in Kano, we try to maintain peace. Peace is very important. So we stand for struggle, we stand for peace, and of course, we stand for education. On top of the book itself. The logo of our party, NNPP, that's New Nigerian Peoples Party. You can see the logo has this book. On the side, it is written education for all. I don't think this needs any expansion or clarification because it is clear to all of us that this our party stand for education, stand for struggle to emancipate the masses in this country. Another color of red, and of course this academic cap. I want at this juncture appeal to you to get at least one copy for yourselves, go through them, understand them, and be sure that each and every one of us go by the provisions of this amended Constitution. At the same time, present to you and through you all Nigerians, and of course members of the international community, the Constitution, the new or the amended Constitution of our party, the